Good morning, Starshine. This is Smadar from Song of Stones, and I'm here with a group of crystals, a circle of crystals that are called chlorium. They are quartz crystals and the green ones are chloride inclusions, and the violet pinkish ones are lithium inclusions. And these guys were calling to me today. They were singing quite beautifully. And I imagined that I know that I'm in need of their energy, and I'm imagining that there are others that are feeling the need for this group of crystals. These guys came in just as the global pandemic was hitting, and they came to help us breathe and to help us be peaceful. And that's both in the physical way and in the emotional way and in the way of the mind. So I'll tell you a little bit about what's been going on for me, and we'll see if you resonate. I'm thinking that I'm not the only one going through this at the moment. It's a time of grand transition, not only in the present moment, but in our collective history. So as the season is shifting, as we're shifting into fall, it's a time, really, a time of letting go. It's a time where the trees show us so brilliantly how to do that, how to let go, and how beautiful the process can be. You know, the colors, the show, the spectacular show that happens, that's really a visual expression of that letting go, of that change, of that transition. So over the past few weeks, I've been talking about how I've been transitioning, releasing a lot of stuff in my physical space, in my home, a lot of papers. For me, it's a year end, so I know it's a little early, but this is when I do my year end stuff. So I've been really, honestly, the word that best describes it is purging. A lot of stuff has been leaving. And so over the past week or so, I would say I've been experiencing something interesting with my breath. And what I've been feeling is, and it's funny because most times people have hard time more with the in-breath. But for me, or I shouldn't assume, for me it's always been, if there's a problem with the breath, it's been a problem with the in-breath. But this time it's been my issue has been with the out breath. My out breath has been very shallow. I haven't been able to really fully release, my breath outwardly. And I was thinking about that and how telling that is. What a message there is in that. And because the out breath is about releasing, the in breath is about taking in that which we need to survive, and the out breath is about giving. It's about releasing. It's about putting out what you've transformed in your body into the world, for the earth and for the trees and for whatever beings thrive on what we create when we breathe. The trees create oxygen for us, and we breathe out carbon dioxide for them. It's really quite a magical dance, and I don't think we take the time to realize. We often think about how the trees are giving us breath, but I wonder, do we think about what we're giving when we transform that oxygen in our bodies and breathe out? So that's what I've been contemplating, and I invite you guys to think about that, and I'd love to hear from you as well. And I've also got a bottle of what my supplier calls Breathe Well. And I've been hearing messages about bringing that out and breathing that in right now, because that will help with the process of breathing for me. And I do have, just to let you know, I do have an extra bottle of this. If anybody is interested, just please get in touch, and I'll tell you how to go about getting it. And I can always order more from my supplier, and you guys are welcome to place an order the next time I order. But I do have one of these, and it's lovely. As soon as I open it up, my breathing shifts powerfully. So I'll just reintroduce you to these crystals again. They came together as a group. Chlorite and quartz. Chlorite is very cleansing. Chlorite reminds me a lot of the evergreen trees, the pine and the eucalyptus, the trees that really help us so much with our breath when we are going through some sort of respiratory issue. And that's, I don't know if I knew it at the time. I don't think I did, that's what COVID was about. So it's just interesting that, the crystals knew before I did, and they showed me. And lithium, lithium is about peacefulness and acceptance and relaxation. And a lot of us are really in need of that energy right now. I encourage you, even if you don't suffer from anxiety, we are all feeling, whether we recognize it or not, whether we're willing to look at it or not. We can't help but feel the tension and the anxiety and the fear that is, very prevalent right now. Understandably so. I mean, this is a first for us. And, it's been going on for a long time. So I guess with the tension with what's going on politically, um, that's kind of added to our stress. And it doesn't matter where in the world you are. You know, whatever's going on politically now is going to affect us globally, wherever we are. So we're all a little anxious for it to be complete. But let's learn from the trees right now. Let's look at the beauty of the transition and see what we can do to create that colorful show, whether it's metaphorically speaking or whether it's literally speaking. I mean, we can literally just take out color, whether it's in our clothes, whether it's in our food, whether it's we take out some paints or some pencils, and we don't have to be artists. I highly, highly encourage all creative souls to express some way every day. And it's important. It helps. It helps that when we express ourselves creatively, I'm getting excited because I'm very passionate about this. I'm very passionate about allowing ourselves to just create. Whether it's in the kitchen, again, it could be in business, it could be anything, just every day giving ourselves permission to create and seeing that what we're doing is creation. Because sometimes we're busy creating these beautiful things in our lives and not even realizing what a creative act it is. But aside from whatever else you're doing creatively, I invite you to take out some crayons or some pencils, colored pencils or some paints, and play a little bit. And even just making simple shapes or blobs of color that come together and mix and create more beauty. Or going out and taking some leaves or just looking at the leaves and drawing what we see. I wasn't expecting to speak about this today. It's interesting how the crystals inspire me, and I never know what we're going to speak about. Okay, I just saw a question. Somebody was asking what the green stones were. They are quartz with chloride inclusions. They are quite spectacular. The energy of these crystals are unlike anything. The crystal, the quartz itself, is optically clear. It's so clear, and the chloride inclusions fill these crystals. They're really amazing. I'm sure you can feel it. And one of the ways that I like to experience the energy of the crystals, especially during times where there's a physical issue, like with COVID, is through a star song. And I'll tell you quickly what the star songs are in case you haven't heard me speaking about them. You can think of them a little bit like a crystal essence. I'm what I've been told what came to me in a dream is a water alchemist. So what I do is I take pure, fresh water, plain, simple water, and I play with the water a little bit with the crystals, and the angels are always present when this happens, and whatever energies are coming. For instance, I've got a star song now that invited in a root that I found outside. Honestly, I didn't find it. It just basically appeared in my path. It was right there as I was walking. So sometimes I will use color. Most times I co-create these star songs with crystals. And the water gets transformed and transmitted to wherever it is in the world that you happen to be. And it happens instantly because really we are water. We are beings of water. We are a planet of water. We are beings of water. And stars are mostly water. Our universe is one of water. So we can really connect to the water in any part of the world instantly, because there really is no separation. But you know what? I'm not going to get too deep into that. If you want to know more, I have tons of information on my website about the star songs. And yes, chlorite, you've spelled it right. Yes, the tree spirits. Oh my gosh, yeah, chlorite is a great one to work with. I feel that energy. I was saying, I don't know if you were here at the beginning of the video, but I was saying how these chlorite, the energy reminds me of the evergreens, the eucalyptus, the pine, all the evergreens. So I was saying that one of the ways that I like to work with these crystals is through a star song. And I'll even use essential oils. I'll work with the bottle without opening it up even. It's just the energy I'm working with. It's really an energetic essence. It's an ethereal elixir, I like to call them, because it's really just energy we're working with. And I've noticed, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but the energetic remedies, they may be subtle, but they reach us in such powerful ways, much more powerful than physical medicines. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't use physical medicines, because there's a time and a place for everything. But I'm very partial to the star songs. They have changed my life in so many ways. They've done wonders for so many people. It's really quite incredible. So if you guys are feeling called to working with these crystals, with these specific crystals, I do have chloride and lithium on my website, and you're welcome to pop in there and adopt one from there. But if you want to work with this particular group, the Chlorium Circle, then get in touch, and I'd be happy to co-create a star song for you with these crystals. And I'm also happy to work with a group. If you have a group of people or who want to receive the energy as a group, I can work with you as well with that, or as a personal essence. It's a really lovely experience to experience a star song. Okay, so in the meantime, you can receive the energy of these crystals just by your intention, just by asking for it, just by opening up to it. They are generous, generous souls, the crystalline beings, and they share. They share their healing, their gifts, their wisdom openly with anybody. And I always tell people, connect even with the image through the video, and you can receive their essence. And I will, if anybody wants, I will do a crystal blessing, which is kind of like a mini mindfulness meditation with these with the crystalline beings. I call them crystal blessings. And if you're feeling the need of the energy of these crystals, I might do it anyway. I'll see. I work very intuitively as I'm guided. But if you ask, I will be happy to do that. And I share the videos on Instagram, on my YouTube channel, and on by Crystal Blessings Facebook group. And actually, I probably already did a crystal blessing with these chlorium crystals. So you could actually even scroll through my YouTube or my IGTV for it, and you can connect right away. And if you have any trouble finding it, let me know. It's been lovely connecting with you. I send you guys many, many blessings and lots of crystal love. And I will see you in social media.